Okay, we're recording. Good evening, everyone. It is 8:30 p.m. on this beautiful but frigid as fuck January day. And today also happens to be the now infamous hashtag Bell Let's Talk day. The one day a year when we all realize that there is a stigma with mental health and mental health issues. Now, I know you're all probably thinking, why today? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I had actually already had this idea in mind when I woke up today. I said, I need to make a video, number one, because it's been a while. And number two, I need to make a video about something that I find very important and that I also kind of hold close to my heart because, I fall under the spectrum with so many others. So, no, I'm not just making this because it's Bell Let's Talk Day. And also, again, let's make this like a monthly thing. Let's just scratch the bell, because that's a whole marketing scheme that they're playing at right there. Let's talk every day. Why is it just one day a year? No, every day. It's important that I need to stress that. But anyway, I again wanted to make this video because I honestly, to me, this feels like I'm like coming out for some reason, but I'm not. But yeah. Not many people, I've kind of been a very private person, like most of my life. Not many people know many things about me, and I kind of like to keep it that way. But not many people know that I have also had I suffer from mental health issues, and I'm actually not afraid to say that. I'm fine now, absolutely fine, and I hope you know that I am living proof that everything will be just fine. Trust me, because there have been days where I just wanted to be like, you know what, fuck this, I'm done. You say all that negative shit, oh, I want to off myself, oh, kill me now, I'm at a point right now, because I used to say those things all the time, but it's not a healthy habit at all. It's just not good. But anyway, the reason why I essentially made this video is so that I could bring to light some of the things that you guys can do, some of the things that I've taught myself, so some of the things that you can do, at times when you're low, or if you think that oh, no one cares, no one's listening, I'm here, bro. I'm always here. I'm your number one fan, if anything. If there's anyone who's suffering from any sort of thing, please come and talk to me. I will actually listen to you, because I've fucking been there, and I know what it's like to feel that you have no one, or no one understands what you're going through. But really, I know it's a fucking cliche, but you really aren't alone. So, I actually am really lame, and I pre-wrote this stuff down this afternoon so that I wouldn't look like a mumbling fool here before you. So, these are reasons I wrote down why you shouldn't suffer in silence. So, the first one is because it just prolongs everything, essentially, and you're less likely to get the help that you need if you're withholding telling people, because not everyone's a psychic. Not everyone knows that you are going through something, because most people mask it because they don't want to come forward, because people think, oh, he's crazy, she's crazy, but people are just very quick to judge, and they just don't understand. But if you come forward, then, I mean, what's the worst that can happen, really? I'm sorry, my phone keeps going off. So it also reinforces your symptoms. And resistance creates persistence. So if you keep pushing things away, oh, I'll get to it later, I'll do that later. If you just run away from your problems, like I did for the majority of my life, nothing's gonna change. Ain't nothing gonna change. You gotta be the one. Sorry to break it to you, but you gotta be the one in that area. Number 3, secluding yourself from everyone might seem like it helps. Yeah, it's the easy way out, right? But again, it's just prolonging everything, and it just makes matters worse. If you are constantly and habitually thinking of negative things, thinking that your life's shit, you're going nowhere, just constantly saying stuff like that, always complaining, then your life, I'm sorry, your life will be negative and shitty. That's how it is. And also, this coincides with this, it also intensifies your negative thoughts. So I kind of want to go off on this a little bit. Most people who know me in the past have always known, like, I'm a very, like, well, not so much anymore, but I was always a very, very negative person because life just didn't go my way. Things didn't go my way. Like, I was unhappy in certain aspects, and then it's just easy to point the finger and say, oh, my life is shit because, you know, work or the school or my relationship. Well, like, honey, that can all be fixed. That can all be fixed. You just, number 1, gotta have a positive outlook, and number 2, you gotta be willing to change and fix that. So again, being negative do not help nothing. Number 5, sorry, I've lost count. I won't even count anymore. Why you shouldn't suffer in silence? Because it prevents you from healing. There's no sort of like healing that you can do if you're just in a constant state of negativity and depression. And again, I know what it's like because I stayed in a negative environment for so long only because I was comfortable in it, and that's all I knew, because I didn't talk to people about what I was going through, and I didn't take the extra step and surround myself with positive people to actually help me. So then again, like, it takes effort into being happy and waking up every day actually wanting to wake up and like start a new day. Like, trust me, like, it's not easy. It really isn't. And again, I know, because but you really just gotta make the best of everything you have, because at the end of the day, life is too short. That's why I have this tattooed on my wrist, because it just reminds me to like not take life for granted, that everything I have right now could be gone tomorrow. It could be gone in 2 hours from now. Who knows? Only time can tell. Also, delays treatment if you are, not talking, because again, how are people going to know that you need help if you don't ask for it? And then it's like, if you wait too long, like, any sort of symptoms that you have can get much worse, depending on what your problems are. And again, this is a big one. It maintains a stigma. By hiding, you paradoxically maintain value of not disclosing. So I can't even read my own writing. Can you believe that? But yeah, it's because everyone's afraid to say, oh, I have this wrong with me, I have that wrong with me, I am bipolar, I have anxiety, I have this. Like, everyone's got something going on. There's actually a quote that's always stuck with me. And it's actually from Orange is the New Black. Forget who said it, but it went something like, problems are problems, yo. Yes, yo. The only difference is we all got different problems to make. So again, no one is perfect. No one's life will ever be perfect. Even the richest celebrity you know is probably having a crying session like tonight or tomorrow about something. Who knows? All I'm saying is, again, I'm being a cliche, you're not alone. Also, in all of this, you ain't being true to yourself. If you're withholding back feelings and like secluding yourself from people. Like, for example, I always considered myself not really like a full like team player, especially when it came to work. And it wasn't so much that like I didn't want to work. I'm not a lazy person at all. It's just I was sad, and it just put me in this like funk for like a very long time, and no one talked to me. And I think is because like at the same time I'm being negative, but I am not a negative person. So it sucked because my inner self, like my sociable self, couldn't come out because I was being so depressing and like not talkative and just all around emo. But then maybe like, I don't know, I'm gonna say last summer, when my life kind of did a 360, things just changed instantly. I went to work, and I went in with a good mood, and I said, I'm just gonna kill this shift. No one likes being at work, but I'm gonna kill it, and I'm gonna make the best of it. I also just started talking to people, even if I didn't know them, even if it seemed like, oh, I've never talked to this person before. So what? I'm going to talk to them anyway, just to be friendly. Whereas before, I never even would have done that. I would have just stood there. And now it's like people are constantly, I'm always just constantly talking to people, where it was like I was just standing off in a corner before watching people talk. So it really just goes to show, like, it's all within yourself. You got to be the one to do everything. Yeah, you got me and like friends to help along the way, but ultimately it's all you kids. And ultimately what I'm just trying to say is just like, at the end of this all, if anyone, like, if you notice or see like anyone who kind of like follows the description of someone who might be, again, we shouldn't judge, but like even if you notice someone's like feeling a little down, just listen, ask them how their day is. Like, you never know, that day could be someone's last. Like, they could like top themselves, and like, you saying how are you, that could have like changed their whole day, So like, just be human, just be compassionate and listen, Because like there's even times where I'm like astounded, where I've just had like a simple conversation or interaction with someone, and they've literally told me I'm the same. They're like, I suffer from that too. And they've literally told me to my face that I'm not alone. And no, I'm going to throw this out there. I am not on any sort of like antidepressants or medication like that. I have been. I've tried that all. I'm not a pill pusher whatsoever, but if you feel that's for you and if it helps you, then that's awesome. Just they're not for me. I have my own ways of self-healing, and I've learned that isn't one of them for me. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna conclude this because I always feel like I ramble, but all in all, just be loving human beings like you would every other day. You know, a day like today shouldn't be the only day that you know, listen or communicate with someone. No, like every day. And again, I know that this day is almost over, but better late than never. And I really hope that people have gotten like gotten a better picture of me as a person now that I've shared or overshared some of my experiences. But all in all, I just want to help. And if this video helps people, then that's awesome. That's the whole point. And again, if anyone ever wants to talk to me, you all know where to find me. So do not be afraid. I don't bite hard, and I'll probably make you piss your pants. So be prepared. But anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And remember, let's not talk just today. Let's talk every day.